They should now have both hands underneath the dresser and ready to go. It is still a good practice to verify with each other that you are set and have a good grip. After all, you do not want to walk off before someone else has a solid grip on the furniture. The level of the two-person carry may change angles when going up or downstairs, but it is still a level two-person carry. Both movers will always face each other. One never turns his back and carries the piece behind him. The high-low carry is designed for taller items such as highboy dressers, bookcases, or any other item higher than 40 inches. Two movers approach the piece, facing each other. One mover will indicate to the other mover that they are going to top the piece, usually by saying, "Over to you." The mover tilting the furniture will end up with the low end, while the mover receiving the tipped end will have the high end. It is important to remember that the high-end mover will back up on flat ground or when going upstairs. The only time the low end backs up anywhere is when the piece comes downstairs. When the piece and the movers arrive to the point where the furniture goes, they will set the furniture piece down and verbally say, "Set." The same phrase applies to all two-man carries. This carry is identical to the previous carry, the high-low. The only difference is that a hump strap is used by the mover with the high end. With this carry, the mover who takes the high end tips the piece to the other mover and then loops the hump strap underneath his end. The other mover will then tip the piece back over to the high end. They will squat slightly and take up the slack of the hump strap with both hands. With the call coming up, the high-end mover stands up straight, arms extended, hump strap tight, and the low-end mover lifts the bottom of the piece high enough to raise it 4 to 6 inches off the ground. The mattress carry with a hump strap is used to make moving mattresses easier. Large mattresses can be difficult to grip when boxed or left unpacked. The mattress is laid on its side with the movers facing each other on each end. The mattress is then tilted slightly to one side and the hump strap is run underneath the entire length of the mattress. Each mover takes one end of the hump strap, squats slightly, takes up the slack with one hand, and then stands. They are ready to move this mattress. These are your basic carries. There are other tricks to learn with a hump strap, other strap systems, and other combination of hump strap and moving equipment. All of these carries will seem a little unnatural or uncomfortable at first. Give them a try a few times every day. Before long, you find that you work easier later into the day, with less stress and strain on your body. Moving equipment, if used correctly, can save time, energy, reduce injuries, and reduce claims. If used incorrectly, you waste time, which means wasted energy. Any accident or misuse of equipment usually results in injuries or damage. It is important that you understand the limitations of the equipment and the requirements for use. The most common piece of equipment used in the moving industry is the hand truck. There are several designs with different handles and different wheels. Some may convert to a platform-style dolly. We are going to focus on the standard two-wheel steel frame hand truck. The hand truck is used by one person, designed to move cartons and small furniture. Most agents will pad these hand trucks to allow safer use with furniture. They can be used to move small appliances with two movers, although some agents require the two movers to use an appliance dolly because of the appliance strap. Be aware this item can cause floor damage or damage to hardwood stairs. The appliance dolly is used for moving large pieces of upright furniture, including refrigerators, washers, dryers, and highboy dressers. Double or triple dressers that are padded and stood on end can also be moved with this piece of equipment. The appliance dolly has a wider blade design and not as deep as the hand truck. Also known as the reefer dolly, it has a locking ratchet and strap system, as well as two belted stair runner systems behind each wheel. The frame usually has a plastic or rubber type coating to prevent damage from rubbing. This is a two-man piece of equipment. One mover will operate the dolly, while the other helps support the weight, assists in turns, assists going up and down stairs, and generally aids in tilting and balancing the load. Do not leave the appliance dolly standing up alone. It is unstable and can fall on uneven surfaces. A slight breeze can even knock it over. 30 pounds of steel slamming on your toe will remind you why we do not leave it standing by itself. When not in use, the appliance dolly should be strapped off in the truck or laid down out of any working paths. The four-wheeler, or four-wheel dolly, is a platform-style dolly, usually with some type of rubber or carpet padding. This dolly will have a minimum of 2 swiveling or turning caster-style wheels. Most often, it will have 4 caster-style turning wheels. The first rule of the four-wheel dolly is that it is not a skateboard. This piece of equipment has a primary use for moving large, solid-base furniture on flat ground. Pianos are commonly moved with this piece of equipment. In fact, many movers call the four-wheel dolly a piano dolly. Of course, a true piano dolly is shorter in length and has large, non-swiveling wheels. Most carriers do not move enough pianos to merit purchasing this special piece of equipment, so they make do with the standard four-wheeler. The four-wheel dolly is generally a two-man piece of equipment on household moves. It may be a one-man piece of equipment on office and industrial moves. Not many people in the moving industry know what a Coulson dolly is, although most of us have used it many times. It is commonly called Big Red or Big Blue. A Coulson dolly is a larger version of the appliance dolly with a set of folding wheels to help support moving extremely heavy upright items, such as gun safes commonly found on household moves. This is a three-man piece of equipment and is never left alone in the tilted back position. Proper manpower is vital to the safe use of this piece of equipment. Floor protection is also a must. The Coulson dolly may have a ratchet or tension-based strap system, and may have 2 such systems on its frame. With the Big Red design, you must also verify that the lock bar has slid into place before tilting your load back into the dolly. If the lock bar is not in place, the wheel carriage may collapse, and the entire load will fall on the mover operating this piece of equipment. The Big Blue version of this dolly has a similar design with a sliding axle. It is also much easier to verify. This is a serious piece of equipment. Anything you move with it will be heavy and very high dollar. In the moving industry, the walkboards are and can be used on any door as they are detachable. They have up and down ends. The up end has a lip with a slight downward angle. The down end maintains the same angle as the walkboard. Walkboards usually run from the truck to the ground, but can also go from the truck to a higher elevated level. Walkboards need to be inspected for smooth surfaces or steel side trim separation. This separation can grab shoelaces, and you'll find yourself being flipped off the walkboard, possibly with a load. You'll quickly realize it's in your best interest to secure that trim and report it to operations. Should you ever have a situation where your walkboard lands on a downward sloped driveway and the walkboard keeps falling off the truck, connect a long logistic strap inside the truck and run the strap all the way to the end of the walkboard. Leave the buckle just in front of the bottom edge of the walkboard and tighten the strap. The walkboard will hook on the buckle and should stay in place. This is an old car hauler's trick. One safety rule you want to keep in mind when using hand trucks or appliance dollies on walkboards When going up the walkboard, always keep your dolly wheels below you. Back up the walkboard or walk down. Residence protection is by far one of the most important steps to help your customer relax, allowing the job to run smoothly. Residence protection, along with padding furniture in the home performed prior to any moving, tells the customer, "We are professional, we are concerned about your home and how your move will come out." Nothing will instill customer confidence quicker than these two steps. Confident customers stay out of your way. The confident customer also rewards good service. Let's discuss 3 basic forms of residence protection. Several types of floor protection are available for the floors you will encounter. The most common floor protection involves the use of a rubber-backed rug runner. They come in many colors and are commonly purchased by the foot. Most professional carriers carry anywhere from 150 to 200 feet of this protection on each of their vehicles. Rug runners are good for hardwood floors, carpet, tile, and marble, as long as you are not moving very heavy items over them. If you have marble or tile floors and you have a piano to move, masonite is the preferred floor protection, with the masonite laid over rug runners. With this, you have solid support for your piano, gun safe, or whatever heavy piece you might be moving. Carpet mask is a wonderful option for carpet and in particular carpeted stairways. All moving equipment should stay on this floor protection. In a pinch, movers have used cardboard from mattress and mirror cartons. Be aware though, cardboard can slip on carpet like a banana peel. It can also leave scratches on polished hardwood floors. Most moves will pass through the front door of any residence. Other doors may also be used, but none are as expensive as the front door. The front door is also the area seen by most every customer every day of their life. We take measures to protect that entry point. The original method of door protection was to drape a pad over the top of the door, then slip a rubber band over the top of the door and bring it as low as halfway at the front edge of the door, and then to the top hinge at the rear of the door. An additional pad was tucked under the rubber band and wrapped completely around the front of the door and as far as it would go behind the door. There is now a door pad on the market that simply hangs and attaches by Velcro. Either method will work and convey to your customer that you consider their residence worth protecting. Some movers have removed the door, but this can present another challenge. Where do you put the door to keep it safe? Padding is much easier. We also have a specialized piece of equipment which consists of a pad with 3 spring C-shaped clips called a door jamb protector. It is very easy to use. Simply pry open the clips and attach the protector to the height you wish to cover on the door jamb. We recommend from the ground up, as dolly wheels are prone to leaving scratches and gouges 6 inches from the bottom of the door jamb. When moving in a residence that has multiple floors, you will often find decorative wood banisters. These banisters require protection by padding all surface areas. Be careful to avoid getting any tape adhesive on the polished surface. This is very simple. Place a pad over the rail at the top of the stairwell, keeping the pad tucked all the way under the top rail tape under the pad and inside the railing. Next, add another pad overlapping the bottom of the first pad and tape. Continue this process all the way down to the bottom of the banister. Combine this process with carpet mask and you have secured your pathway. All furniture prior to being moved needs to be wrapped. It should remain wrapped until delivered to the destination. Traditionally, 2 movers would walk into the house, pick up the dresser,